You need to make a difference. You need to be different from other people. You need to be weird, like to be yourself.
Stand out.
Yeah, you need to stand out. Hello lovers, welcome to my channel. I'm Liana, and if you are new here, welcome. I'm a professional marriage and relationship advisor. I advise couples on how to build a much stronger and better relationship, and also especially with entrepreneurs, couples where they don't have time with each other, and I'm here to help them how to be closer with each other and how to build a more connection with each other. Today video, I want to help you guys to impress people, especially your crush or the person that you like for a long time. Well, that's your crush, or your partner, or anyone in your family. If you want to make a good impression, especially when you first meet someone and you just want the best impressions, because first impressions is important, is the most important. It's where you will be able to decide if you are going to be memorable to them or not. So that's totally up to you. To have a good impressions, normally people would think that being friendly and just talk to them, like when you go out with someone or your first date and you just start a conversation like, oh, the weather is nice today. Oh, it's raining so hard today. Oh, how's your day going? That won't impress anyone because that's considered as small talk. Small talk is something that you want to interact with people where you don't really like, or you just want to make the other person feel less awkward, or you want to make the environment around you less awkward. That's why you start to make small talk. People think small talk is a good thing. People think small talk is something that we do daily and everybody likes it. Yeah, they likes it. But however, will you be in their memory? Will you be memorable to them? No, because a lot of people on this earth, and 90% of people, when they go out and when they see a person that they never met before, and they don't usually start up with something like with a deep conversation because they just feel like they're not close with them yet. They don't know how to get too close to that person, and they don't feel comfortable to be close to that person. That's why they normally start out with small talk. Small talk is so engraving into the society where you just even met your friends or your family members, like, hey, what's up? What are you up to today? Hey, how's it going? How's your life? How's this and that? Well, yeah, like, that's how you care about them, but that's not how you really impress them. If you really want to impress a person and engrave yourself into their memories, you need to stop with the small talk. You need to show your true personality more. Show them the weirdest thing that you have ever done. Tell them the most impressive, the weirdest stories that you ever encountered with anyone. You should always show that. For example, this is a very great example right here. This is my husband, and he is the weirdest person I have ever met. And you know, actually this is a very good example. Wait, come here. Remember our first date?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not first date, sorry. Remember when we first met?
Mm-hmm.
The first met that I met him, it was...
The first met that you met me?
The first time that I met him. The reason that I actually fell in love with him, right? Oh, not fell in love instantly. That's like impossible for me. No, not for everyone. For me, I don't usually fall in love with someone so fast like that. I usually like them first and love them. But the reason I like him so fast is because he was the weirdest person. He was showing his true personality. He literally was this short. Yeah, he grew a lot.
No, I was definitely taller than you.
No, I know, but you were like shorter than entrepreneur right now.
Hey, you were showing like below you.
Well, that's how I get rich.
Right?
No, that's actually.
That's just how you.
And he was small. He was a small person.
A small person. You're a small person.
Well, you are small compared to like where you grew up in America. I say American.
Oh, that's
They're like huge. They're like so big because of the GMOs and everything. But anyways, not my point. And it was just so funny. He's not like those like guys that just like so shy. He was nerdy, but he's not like the typical nerdy where they really shy and they don't show that much their personality. He would just out there and he show it. And he made sure that he show it. And he was running across the parking lot like a weirdo. You know, like an ostrich that run. Ostrich.
Yeah.
Like run across the field. That's how he was running. And he did not care anyone else around how he runs. He doesn't care. And he didn't care how he talked or anything. He was so confident. He looked like a nerd, but he was the most confident nerd I have ever met. And that's at that point, I was just like, I am impressed. And that's how he was able to engrave into my memory, and that's how he will make such a good impressions. So if you want to impress someone, if you want to be in someone's memory and be memorable to someone, you need to make a difference. You need to be different from other people. You need to be weird, like to be yourself.
Stand out.
Yeah, you need to stand out. You need to be that black sheep that everyone hates. Because the reason people hate doing uncomfortable things is because it's uncomfortable. It's something that people usually don't like to do. They like to be comfortable in their safe own zone. No, you need to step out there if you really want to impress someone and if you really want someone to actually memorize you and even memorize your name.
You have to be different, stand out from the rest.
If you want that, you need to be that black sheep that everyone talks so bad about. It's not bad. It is because that you just like taking risks, you just like to be yourself and be different and be out there. And don't small talk. Talk about something. Okay. Bye. Talk about something that is like intellectual. Let's talk about something that you love, that you're passionate about. Talk about something that asks about the weirdest questions. So I have this technique for people, especially when they first encounter someone and they're not quite sure how to start up the conversation, or they're not quite sure how to keep on with the conversation, because small talk don't last. Small talks usually just last for like maybe max 2-3 minutes, because it's like, hey, what's up? How are you? And then it's like, yeah, I'm good. You? Yeah, I'm good. That's it. Done. That's like a few seconds. So if you want the conversation to be longer, be impressive, and be memorable with that person, ask them this. If you only have a day left, what will you do? If you knew that you only have a day left to live, what would you do? When you ask that question, it's something that's going to bring, like, it will first surprise people. Because normally you don't just go out and ask a stranger that, right? But that's not a way to start out a great conversation, because that will help them think way deeper into their past and what they're passionate about and what they haven't done. And there's so many things gonna come up in their mind, and that things is gonna be a start conversation and an impressed conversation that they will ever have. It's something that is so personal that a lot of people are not comfortable about to talk about. But when you ask someone like that, it will help them to open up with you more. It will help them to be more comfortable with you and to be able to share a lot of things with you. So if you want to impress someone with that, just ask them that. If you only have one day left to live, what will you do? With me, I have tested with this with people as well, and I have my friends tested and others of my students tested, and it worked greatly. With one of my friends, she was before. She was actually went out and meeting a lot of guys, and she just simply didn't know what to say or what to talk in her dating life, or what to talk to with the guy, because she didn't have that much experience. So I told her that, hey, why don't you just ask them this, because if you have only one day left, what will you do? And she was surprised. She was like, that's impressive. That's an interesting questions. I wonder how it's gonna work out. And when she go test it out with people and with the guys that she went on first date with, they had the longest conversation, and she was able to connect with them way, way better. And with my other student, she was struggling this almost the same thing, where she was wondering how can she talk to her first date to impress the guy, because she just liked this guy very much and she wanted to impress him, but she just quite not sure how. So I told her, hey, why don't you ask them if they only have one day left to live, what will you do? Because when you start out a conversation that deep and it's just so sudden like that, it impressed them and it just caught them off guard, and they would not expect it, and they would just open up with you more because of all this feeling building up inside them that nobody really quite figured out before, or they haven't been able to talk to someone else before. If you are there and listen to them and what their dream goal, what happened to their past that lead them to where they are, and if they only have one day left, what would they do? A lot of people say they would want to travel to Mars. A lot of people say they would want to travel to another country. A lot of people say they will regret something that they did in the past, and they hope that they can just do it in one day to make it all better. So that's all the story that I have, that with the technique that I use with my friends and my students at the same time. It worked really great. If you want to impress someone, don't just small talk with them. Small talk is something that you want to shoo them away and not wanting them to talk to you. But if you're interested in someone, don't small talk. Talk bigger, talk deeper. Be in deep conversation as much as possible. And also, don't be over about yourself. Start to listen to people more. Start to listen to how they feel more, because a lot of people out there, they don't have that many people to be there to listen to them, to know how they feel. But if you know how to learn how to listen to them and empathize with them, you will build a much deeper connection with them. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you like my content. I post videos every week, 3 days per week, about marriage advice, relationship advice, and my also daily vlog with my husband sometime as well. If you like these videos, please click the like button, and if you have any problem or trouble with your relationship, please comment down below, and I would love to help you out. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Bye!